Well, hi everyone, and welcome to the Buffett and Beyond Research Stock of the Week. And folks, we are going over Palantir Technologies, which is up, can you believe this, 450% in just 12 months. This is an amazing stock, folks. And wow, is it overpriced or what? But we're going to look at it and see exactly what this stock does and why it's reaching the heights that it has. And remember, folks, if you want to walk on this beach at sunrise like Jimmy Buffett once did, you've got to learn how to invest even better than Warren Buffett does now. And Palantir, and here's why it's named after, it's an all-powerful seeing stone in the Lord of the Rings. Now, Palantir, the data mining company, was founded by Peter Thiel, who was named after a mystical, all-powerful seeing stone in Lord of the Rings. And one of the story's villains, the wizard Saruman, uses a Palantir to surveil his enemies. And this is it. This is the scene, folks. This is a Palantir and what the company is named after. Now, Palantir Technology builds and deploys software platforms that serve as essential operating systems for its customers. The company serves the government sector, which accounted for about 56% of 2022 revenues, and commercial segment, 44% of 22 revenues. Now, the company continues to benefit from extremely strong demand for its software products, in particular the artificial intelligence platform, yes, which we expect drove robust customer adoption in the past period, the past year, past 2 years now. And let us look at the numbers. And now we have numbers going into, or projections going into 2026. Now, folks, the net income did not quite meet expectations, but look at this rise in the net income year after year. We go over here to net income growth, and we can see that it is growing relative to the amount of money it's bringing in per share, and it's growing very quickly. And people are looking at this, and they're saying, wow, this is a momentum stock. So you come over here, you look at the net income, how it's rising, and that increases the clean surplus return on equity. Now, last year when we did this stock, the clean surplus return on equity was over 20%, but we can see now that these numbers have been lowered just a little bit, that it's not quite 20%. But when people see this rise in clean surplus ROE and they see the rising net income, they call it a momentum stock, and this stock is momentuming all over the place, folks. It is just doing fantastic. Now, let's look at the 1 year, and you'll see why we're talking about this. But black line here is the S&P 500, and over the past 1 year, it's up about, 9% or so. This stock is up 450%. Can you believe that, folks? I can't even believe how fast it's going up. Now, this stock is not in our growth portfolio because, boy, oh boy, it's a little risky. It is at 650 or 636 PE ratio over the trailing 12 months. 636. I haven't heard numbers like that since the dot-com bubble around 2000, 2001, and 2002. So we have to be really careful with this stock. But look at this rise. It's absolutely amazing. Now, over 5 years, well, it's not quite 5 years old, but we have a 5-year chart here. Again, black line is the S&P 500, up about 90%. This stock is up 1,400%. Again, I have to remind you that it has a trailing 12-month PE ratio of 636. The market in general right about now has a PE ratio of around 22, and that's the forward PE ratio of 22. This stock is 636 PE ratio over the trailing 12 months, and folks, that is just out of control. But boy, oh boy, you can't argue with the market. The market just loves this stock. So, folks, we have a stock here that's totally overpriced. We have a stock here that is just moving. It is in our top stocks of our tech ETF portfolio. So what we do with the ETFs is we look at the top 5 or 6 stocks in each ETF, and we put those stocks in our ETF top stock portfolio. But we do not have it in our other portfolios because, boy, oh boy, it looks a little risky in here. But yet we do have it in the one portfolio, which is the tech sector, and the tech sector is riskier than the general market. So, folks, you have to be careful of this stock. And like I said, we do have it in one of our portfolios, but boy, we're looking at that PE ratio. Yeah, we don't usually look at PE ratios, but this one just stands out, and it just reminds us artificial intelligence is the new word out there. And back in 2020 or so, it was all about the dot-com bubble. So be careful in here, folks. Meanwhile, go out. If you have this stock, you've done well. We've done well with it extremely well with it in one of our portfolios. But boy, you got to be very careful. So, hey, it's the weekend. Go out, have a good time, stay safe, and we'll see you right back here in a few days.